Hello, welcome. So today we're going to be looking at /Am I Overreacting? And I'm going to tell you some of these posts today are going to get you miffed, your blood's going to be boiling. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in listening to today, then please do stick around and enjoy. And don't forget to like and subscribe, please, thank you. Okay, first post. Am I overreacting at my friends cancelling last minute? For context, it's my birthday on Saturday. My two friends and I planned a girls' weekend at the lake with a cool Airbnb. Today, I received this text. I'm already so tired and have enough going on. I don't even know what to do, lol. I'm not sure if I'm overreacting because I get it. The restaurant is hard to get into, but I feel like because this is something we planned weeks ago, that this would come first. I don't even care to blur out my friends' names. Lol, they suck. I'm so upset. So then we have some texts here. Grey is the friends, I'm guessing, and green is the OP. Hey Jen, I'm sorry. I don't think I'll be able to make it this weekend. I just realised Megan and I planned a dinner on the Saturday at Fairways and it was $50 for the reso and it was so hard to get in. Can we plan something for your birthday next weekend? What? We already paid for and booked the Airbnb. Yeah, and I'll bet you any money the deposit for the Airbnb was a lot more than that. Like, come on now. I know, honestly, keep half of my share. It can be my B-Day present to you. Aha. Maybe we could do brunch next Saturday. Like, what? It's your friend's birthday. What are you doing? Who cares about the flaming restaurant reservation? And what about Megan? That leaves me paying for the whole thing. I'm not going to go to the lake by myself, lol. I'm not familiar with the area. I don't feel safe doing that. It's my birthday this Saturday. I thought we could do something all together. I'll have to talk to Megan, but I'm sure she'd be in the same boat. I absolutely think that she's already spoken to Megan and Megan has gone, yeah, message her and tell her we're not coming. I know. I'm so sorry, Jen. I feel so bad. Sure you do. I just feel bad too because Trev booked us and Megan and Corey in like months ago and it would take so long to get a reso again. Oh, grow up. It's a flipping restaurant. Who gives a shit? Pound to a penny, she's a wannabe influencer and she's like, oh, we gotta go there so I can take pictures for Instagram. Fuck off. Honestly, I don't even know because the reso's at 8 and I would hate not to come there because it's too late and then we wouldn't get our half of the Airbnb back. What? I doubt they'll refund me with 2 days. So you expecting me to pay you out of my pocket? Or because it's on my card? Of course not. We'll figure something out. Can Hunter not go with you? He's working. It was supposed to be a girls' weekend. So now I'm spending my birthday by myself at home. LOL. Okay, you don't need to try and make me feel bad. You should feel bad because you're a bad friend. Life happens. I'm sorry it's this way, but I've literally offered you alternatives. I said we could plan something for next weekend. 2 days is plenty of time. Try reaching out to the Airbnb host to see if they'll refund, or maybe rebook for next weekend. Or go by yourself. Could be a fun, relaxing you time. No need to be pity party by yourself at home. What in the hell? These are not friends. These are not good friends at all. So down in the comments, Get to Ellie says, not overreacting. They're incredible buttholes. And I don't think I'm overreacting when I say they're worthy of being ghosted. Really, unless this is an elaborate, ill-conceived practical joke on part of best friend and friends, I would be done with these friends. It would have to be a prank for friends to talk to you like that. There is no version of this where a friend worth having would be this insensitive. And a prank of this level would be too twisted to make sense holding you in confusion for more than a few minutes. Do they even consider you a friend? Or is it those two and you're making up all the effort to meet with them? Yeah, that thought did cross my mind. Is it kind of a little bit of a thing of they're actually little bezies and OP's kind of unbeknowingly been third wheeling? Could that be what this is? Which, by the way, that's still shitty on the friend's behalf. I'm just wondering if that's what the dynamic is and OP's just not really noticed. Any friend worth keeping would immediately toss the restaurant reservation upon learning of a conflict. It's not some special event they're going to miss out on. It's dinner at a restaurant for which they'll pay out a ton more money and maybe, I guess, some shitty photos nobody will look at, literally. And really, if this Fairways was such a great restaurant, where it's an event, they should have included you in the reservation. I don't know why you say you get it, since their need to go to dinner at some restaurant is not a sensible priority. Economically speaking, a $50 deposit times 2 equals $100. That's a fraction of what you get screwed on the Airbnb, exactly what I said. So the response would be that they should eat the $100 loss, not lose out on hundreds. It's a waste of your time to make memories with shit people who treat you like an NPC. Yeah, I would go straight to no contact. These are not friends, they're acquaintances of convenience. Or you're being pranked. Best friend cancelled the Airbnb and they have a big dinner and night out planned for you. But I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath either. I just think these are shit friends and you need to drop them like a hot sack of spuds. Next post. Am I overreacting for wanting to see a therapist after wife changed the locks because I went to a baby shadow? Because I went to a baby shower. Wife and I are both 30, tried to have our first baby for 4 failed cycles and decided to take a break for a few cycles because we were taking it pretty hard. It's been 3 months since we tried. Meanwhile, my little sister is pregnant with her first baby, which I'm very excited for. My wife was too at first. First slide, she is asking me why she RSVP'd no to the baby shower, 2 hours away, without talking to me first. After talking that night, she said I could go to the shower and seemed supportive. She said she was just in her feelings. Second slide is the week of the shower. We had therapy the next day, after which wife was once again supportive of me going. Other than saying she'd miss me, I went up a day early to spend more time with family. Nothing seemed off. Third slide was a bomb drop I got at the shower. Fourth slide, I still don't know what the F all happened, but she changed the locks to our house. We had a big argument when she came back to let me in, and she insisted that this was worse than me cheating on her. It's been almost a week since then. We've been to therapy again, she saw her doctor, neither of them seem too concerned because she's acting normal now. Even wants to try to conceive again. I told her I scheduled a first session with my own therapist because I'm hurt, and I don't want to talk to her much less than try for a baby until I work through this myself. I think that's, if you're feeling hurt, do not go and have a kid now, because it would be now where there's unresolved issues that she would end up pregnant, and then you've got a whole host of other issues coming. She said I'm overreacting because she made it right immediately, came home and let me in the house, and hasn't brought up how she feels about the shower since that night, except for in therapy. Am I overreacting? Let's have a looky then, shall we? Now, I can't tell, by the way, if the OP and their wife were trying IVF or if they were using just natural cycles. If they were using natural cycles, 4 failed cycles is not a lot, honestly. It can take like a good year or 2 for someone who has no fertility issues at all to catch pregnant. Like, it doesn't always just work straight away. There is a lot of variables that go into actually conceiving. It's crazy. Okay, so of course, blue is the OP and grey is the OP's wife. Are we busy on the 24th? Something I forgot. I don't think so. Why? Baby shower? They said you RSVP'd that we couldn't make it. Ah, so she hadn't even told the OP about the baby shower, I'm assuming. Oh, yeah, I don't want to go. Not feeling up to baby things. I understand it stings. I'd like to go. Support my sister for her first baby. I can go on our behalf. And then the wife says, it'd hurt my feelings if you went without me, though. She has everything and everyone she needs. I need you. OP. Let's talk when I get home. Wife. I've been thinking about it and I don't think it's fair for you to go. I'm still grieving, even if you're not. Going to this is like twisting the knife. You're twisting the knife. And then the OP says, I'm sorry, Dovely. I'm still torn up too. I can't wait to raise kids with you, but we've both always wanted to be an aunt and uncle. And now we get to be. I want to share a little joy while things are tough. And then the wife says, you've literally chose another pregnant woman over me. You can't understand how hurtful that is. dude, it's his sister. Come on now. I understand feeling a bit hurt, and I understand, you know, it's the jealousy and what have you, but you can't expect life to stop and, you know, your partner not to want to be around their family just because someone else is pregnant. OP then says, my sister. Let's table this until I get home, or maybe after therapy tomorrow. Love you. Would it help to start trying again? I feel like not trying isn't. We were both happier when we were. What kind of man can't stay by his woman's side when her world is crashing down? It's making me sick. You're off celebrating when I'm the lowest I've ever been. This is like emotional cheating almost. You're going to have to make up for this betrayal for a while because I am hurting thanks to you. I know, I understand the frustration. However, you've only tried 4 cycles. 4 cycles is not a lot. And it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Dovely, I love you. I know you want our family to grow. I do too, and I understand the heartbreak. It's kind of hurting my heart to be there too, but I'm also having some gladness, which we haven't got to have for a bit. This is partly for me, but also for my sister and our future nephew. Remember, we want to be his favourite aunt and uncle. We need to talk about this more in therapy. Can't keep brushing it off. Grief is supposed to change over time, and I don't think it's changing for you after months. And then the wife says, probably won't change until you give me a baby. I don't like the way that's worded. It's almost like the wife's trying to put the blame on the OP for them not having court yet. Okay, call you on the way home. Get yourself some curry, DD credit. Ring ring, headed back. Are you at your mum's? Yes, we're at dinner. Pick up, now. I need to know why I'm locked out. Head home or I'm kicking in the back door. I already told you, you betrayed me. You don't get to just come home willy-nilly like nothing happened. Your bag is already packed. Go stay at a hotel for the night or something. What? What the F? I love you, but what the F? Come home now and you're going to the damn doctor tomorrow. Honestly, both of these people seem intense. Like, obviously she was in the wrong for locking him out. And that is just like ridiculous behavior. But the fact that they're talking so intensely, he comes home, she's locked him out like a petty mare. And his reaction is to be like, come home now or I'm kicking the door in. I'd be more like, come home now, let me in. Otherwise, we are going to need to have serious talks about our future because I can't be doing with this behavior all the time. But being like, I'm going to kick the door in. You need to go to the doctor tomorrow, basically making out that she's not right in the head. They both seem a little intense, I'm not going to lie. But let's have a look and see what the comments have to say, shall we? Competitive Fox 38 says, so you guys tried to conceive for 4 months? Took a break for 3, and then she locked you out of the house for not skipping a super special life moment with your own sister after you guys had talked about it a bunch. Unless there's more to this story, you were not overreacting, and I would want to understand from her therapist and doctor why they aren't concerned with such erratic behaviour. This isn't to say that there can't be some explanation or that you shouldn't give her time to work through her feelings, but if she's coming out of this with the sense that she didn't do anything wrong here, that feels like the wrong takeaway. Support, validation, and respect are two-way streets, and in those text exchanges, I really only see one of you trying to understand and support the other one. And then the OP says, appreciate this because no one else is seeing anything wrong here makes me feel insane. Her mum called her on it a little bit, but the doctor and therapist said that they'd be concerned if she locked me out and kept me locked out. Since she came right home and let me in, it was a momentary lapse of judgment. I actually would agree with the doctor and the therapist on that, because I reckon she's just gone, well, fuck him then, and gone to look him out. I don't think it's some, like, big conspiracy like I think the OP thinks it is. I think she was having a moment of pettiness. However, I do think there is something weird about the fact that it is this intense after only 4 months of trying on natural cycles. I think that the OP's wife definitely needs to educate herself on trying to conceive and whatnot, because I think she seems to have this weird notion that as long as you're shagging, you're getting pregnant. Like, that's not always how it works. Again, there is a lot of variables. But yeah, I wouldn't go straight for being like, oh my God, there's something completely unhinged and wrong with her because she locked him out. And she did go home and let him back in. I would be like, you're acting petty, taking your frustrations out on me. I do think that there is something's weird about this whole thing with the both of them. I don't know if anyone else is picking up on that, or if that's just me. Let me know what you think. I'll be interested to see. Next post, am I overreacting? My boyfriend died and our old friend from high school is messaging me. Oh, not one of these. I've seen something similar before and it didn't turn out well then, and I bet it's not going to now. My boyfriend of 13 years passed away when our apartment caught fire back in April of this year. Oh my goodness. An old friend from high school reached out to me and now I'm getting a little uncomfortable. Am I reading into this too much? Because to me, his intentions don't feel right. I'm literally mourning the love of my life and this just does not seem appropriate at all. Hey blank, it's Knobhead. I heard what happened with blank and wanted to reach out and send my condolences. I know we haven't talked for a minute, but if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always here. Hi Knobhead, thanks for reaching out. I appreciate the kind message. Hope all is well with you. No problem. Haven't seen either of you since high school, so life has sure been a roller coaster, laughing my butt off. Blank and I got married a couple months ago. Beautiful ceremony. Oh, and he's just got married. That makes what I think is going to happen a whole lot worse. That's for sure. Wow, that's amazing, Knobhead. Congratulations. She was always really sweet. I'm glad you found your person. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. It's kind of crazy, honestly, when you think about it. Remember when everyone thought me and you were going to be endgame back in school? LOL. Don't know if I ever heard that one, laughing my butt off. Yeah, even blank remembers, LOL. I wouldn't be surprised if she was a little jealous if she knew I was messaging you, laughing crying face. To send me your condolences? Yeah, she can get a little overprotective, laughing my effing butt off. Listen, I was thinking, maybe if you want to get out of the house for a bit, maybe go for a drive or something, we could totally do that. Maybe it'll help make you feel better, smiley face. Question mark, question mark. No pressure, just an offer. It's totally cool if you're not down. We could link up another day if you're busy. Just let me know. If you're down, I can pick you up. I'm just trying to figure out my night. Yeah, all right then. Yeah. Now, could this guy have had pure intentions? Course he could, sure. You know, we would love to think that. However, the fact that he brought up that his wife would be jealous, mentioned that people thought that him and her would get together, and is now being a bit of a pest, trying to get her to go and, I don't know, drive around with him or something, is odd. At the very least, it's a bit disrespectful to be pestering and what have you to someone who has just lost their partner, as well as being like, hey, I just got married. I know your partner's dead, but I just got married and it's great. That's just, it feels inappropriate, doesn't it? So, Fresh Delivered Egg says, not overreacting. This is completely inappropriate. 1, cuts his condolences short to mention his wedding. Exactly. 2, jokes about how you two were thought to be endgame by your peers. 3, says his wife is overprotective. Easily jealous? I read that not as that the wife is easily jealous. I read that as the wife knows he's got a thing for the OP. That's how I read it. 4, despite number 3, invites you for a car ride to chat. Absolutely the F not. His intentions are clear. They're not pure. How scummy of him to speak to you like this while you're still mourning. And well, he's currently married. Literally. And then blur blur blah blah says, when my dad passed away, one of his friends kept offering to bring my mum out to things with their friend group. A few months after, he sent her a floral arrangement in a little basket. It was all white flowers and pink roses, with one single red rose in the centre. My husband and I looked and said, holy crap, and pointed it out to my mum. She's so adorable that she thought that maybe they ran out of pink roses or they added the red one by accident. He invited her out a couple more times after that, but she made excuses not to go. Okay, I may be being very stupid here, but what's the relevance of the red rose in all the white roses? Is there actually some symbolism there? I'm not into flowers like that, so I wouldn't know. And our last post for the day, am I overreacting here? For context, for my girlfriend's 30th birthday, her mum and I have been planning a super luxurious and decently expensive secret spa weekend for months now. It's a secret, she knows nothing about it. One of my girlfriend's former co-workers texted and asked her if she wanted to go see a play the weekend we planned on sending her, and in a desperate attempt to preserve the secret, I texted her friend, who then responded with this: "Didn't think what I sent was rude. Am I wrong here?" Hey co-worker, she just texted and told me you were planning on going to see a play in the city and invited her. But myself and her mum are planning on sending her on a secret spa retreat that weekend, 10/24 to 10/26. She has no idea and thinks that we aren't doing anything big for her birthday. I'm sorry the plans get in the way. And then co-worker replies, actually, you're not. And I don't need you implying I will cancel my plans at all. Let me make this very clear. You don't tell me what to do. So, wait, she says, actually, you're not sending her on this weekend and don't tell me what to do. She sounds like one of those self-absorbed, insufferable idiots that just thinks the world revolves around her. Like, you can just tell the petulance by the way that she says, you don't tell me what to do. They didn't tell you what to do. They just said, hey, we've already planned this. Sorry, it will get in the way. Letting you know. Like, what? If it was me and I was a co-worker, I'd be like, oh my God, yeah, no, let her go on that secret spa retreat. That sounds way better than what I'd asked her to go and do. So then down in the comments, Ryakai8291 says, not overreacting, but I think it's time to just let your girlfriend know. It being a secret isn't what will make it special. Exactly, yeah, I'd just let her know. You don't even have to tell her what you're doing. Just say, hey, I'm sending you on a weekend away somewhere, and it's already been planned for ages. So, yeah, just to let you know. But I'm not telling you what you're doing. You can still keep a little bit of mystery. Yeah, I'd have let my girlfriend know. I'd rather do a luxurious spa day and not go to a play with a crazy lady. Literally. And then Miss Mary Mac says, there's some good neuroscience on how anticipation provides a lot of enjoyment of any particular event. So the surprise element can actually detract from the overall feeling of enjoyment she could experience. Got a hard disagree there a little bit. I hate anticipation. I hate that feeling. It knocks me sick. I can't stand it. Even like, you know, if you're looking forward to something or you're excited and you get like that butterflies feeling, I cannot stand that feeling. I hate it so much. I used to dread like going on holiday and stuff because I would get excited and then I would get that butterflies feeling and I would absolutely hate it. Luckily, as an adult, I don't really have anything to look forward to, so I don't have to worry anymore. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to leave it for today. If you made it all the way to the end with me, then I appreciate you very, very much. If you give a little like, subscribe, turn notifications on, that is your initiation into the cult of void. Welcome! Whatever it is you're doing for the day, I hope you have a really good rest of the day. Goodbye!